It is Sunday. Alex Jones here reporting on some really important news from home. Mike Adams will be doing the syndicated Sunday broadcast today, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. Okay, here's Infowars.com, and you can see this headline right here. Deals with DHS. Freedom of Information Act documents, DHS monitoring opposition to See Something, Say Something program. Federal agency tracked Infowars.com stories and user comments. We've seen Bob Barr, former congressman, now over a year ago, try to get documents because their whistleblowers told him that Ron Paul, Matt Drudge, Alex Jones, DrudgeReport.com, Infowars.com, PrisonBlender.com, that they were teaching TSA that we were basically extremists and evil. And he's now sued them 6 months ago, and they've declared national security on the info, just like Fast and Furious. Well, if enough people do FOIAs, though, to the right agencies, we found, even though they refuse over and over again, sometimes they make it through. And if you go over this article, I mean, it's all there. Basically, we're bad because we say the See Something, Say Something is right out of East Germany, and they say the number one terror threat is gun owners, veterans returning veterans, things like that. And we say, first we're told it's for Al-Qaeda, who the government's been caught running in Libya and Syria. We've got to give our rights up because of them, because bin Laden might be hiding on our wife's bra or in our underwear or in our children's pants or in old ladies' diapers. And now they're shifting on all the American people, as we told you they always planned. Police and military sent us restricted documents that made national news the last 4 years showing all of that. When they talk about our V campaign, that's a conspiracy theory because we believe that there's an unfolding police state in America. Well, I mean, the NSA admits they spy on us without warrants. What do you mean? They also imply that we're crazy. That Infowars.com is involved in conspiracy theories because we said that they were setting up a FEMA camp in Hardin, Montana. No, what we said is that it had been looked at as a place to put Gitmo prisoners or Americans. That was in CNN. That was in our report. But they count on the cops and people being ignorant. And a known con man and others came to town and were driving around in police cars, Mercedes, they marked as police, taking it over. And that was on the news, and it got shut down. So we went there and shut it down. This country has such a power vacuum, and the public is so trained to bow down to uniforms that foreigners from Serbia, look this up, police. Don't just read the stupid fake reports they give you. Look it up. It's on the news. Just type in American Police Force news report. You'll get news articles. You'll get CNN, you name it, showing up in the town and basically taking over, and we went and got in their face and ran them off. Here's the issue, and it makes me so frustrated that we're treated like idiots. Here's the issue. Basically, they demonize anybody that's trying to warn the American people, and you can look at these different PDFs that the FOIA request got of where they're spying on us, spying on people on the site. They're spying on public open intelligence, what you say, what you do. And they don't like the fact that we criticize Walmart telescreens saying spy on your neighbors. Let me explain something. Here's what needs to be spied on by the American people, as the Founding Fathers said. We need to spy on the bankers that have hijacked our country and that have openly announced that they have overthrown the nation. They brag in hundreds of newspapers, CNBC, that foreign banks have set up a world government and conquered us. This guy took $2 billion. It's now admitted he took it and lied to Congress. It's now admitted that he gave it to J.P. Morgan. And now the media is saying, well, John Corzine took the money, but that's not stealing it. And that federal regulators, literally, who formerly worked for him, the head one, are not going to go after him criminally. So a new deadly precedent set. Now, here's what See Something, Say Something local police should be looking at. Just type in Anwar al-Awlaki at Pentagon. You'll get Fox News, CNN, you name it. Of course, we told you this before it ever broke in the news. Daily Mail, Fox News. Here, let's look at Fox News. Now, I told you they'd stage his killing. They didn't really kill him with a drone. They just set a precedent with it. I told you that they would stage his killing. And indeed, that did happen. But he was a Pentagon asset, just like the head of the 7/7 bombings, Fox News, BBC. A SWAT was MI6. And it all came out. Exclusive. Al-Qaeda leader died at the Pentagon just months after 9/11, when he was on the most wanted list. Okay? Go look that up for yourself. Now, do you want to look at what else is super important here? Type in UN sex trade or UN kidnapping children. You'll get congressional reports, all of it. London Independent, BBC, PrisonPlanet.com. We're talking over 1 million women every 2 years, the BBC reports, and hundreds of thousands of children grabbed out of backyards and loaded under diplomatic immunity on aircraft by the United Nations. And everywhere they go, they do this. It is a giant pedophile army. Okay? Oh, you want to see something, say something? Okay, well, I see this, and I'm saying something about this. But no, threat fusion centers all over the United States instead are spying on gun owners, veterans, and others. In fact, I have an article here on the site today where a Marine, for just saying he thought 9/11 might be an inside job, and for saying that there was a coming revolution against this foreign takeover, which is his free speech, the police came and arrested him with the feds and put him in a mental institution. This story's up at Infowars.com right now. So there you have it. We've now gotten to the point, there's video of it, by the way. It's from Business Insider. This country has now gotten to the point where the police are spying on websites that are aware of the foreign takeover. And that's what's happening here. We're aware of the takeover. The globalists brag they've had a takeover, just like they bragged they released Stuxnet. And then they said we've got to give up our internet freedom because Stuxnet is attacking our computers. Just like they admit they created Al-Qaeda, just like they admit all of this. They're foreign globalists, and I'm risking my life to bring you this information. And she spies on me. They all spy on us because they know we know who they are. Okay? I just want my country. I just want to be free. I don't want to have my dollar imploded. I don't want to have the bankers engineer a global collapse that they brag, Herman von Rompuy, all of them at the EU, they engineer to bring in world government. They think you're that stupid, police and military, that they publicly say this in front of you because they think you're watching sports and shows like 24, imagining you're these heroes and fighting the fantasy land. You saw the new Army report that came out last week, made national news. Even the Washington Times reported on it, where they said the Tea Party is going to link up with Al-Qaeda and attack. Give me a break. I mean, is there nothing you people won't buy or say or do? It's a bunch of fantasy land is what's going on. And all our money is being used by the Pentagon that's been taken over by foreign banks to set up a total control grid against us and illegally spy on us and do all this to try to play us off against each other, and it's illegal and it's wrong. Mike Adams will be covering this on the radio today, 4 to 6. I'll be back live, probably calling today as well, but I'll be back live myself, 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern tomorrow, Monday, on the radio. But let me tell you, we're on the cutting edge of defending this republic. Sign up for our free newsletter at Infowars.com/newsletter because coming up on Monday, we're going to email out to everyone the new 48-page free newsletter and a digital copy of it. There'll be physical copies also available because that's our answer to the internet kill switch is physical. More on that tomorrow. But just to wake up on Sunday morning and see this, it just never seems to end. Okay, Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. Choose which side you're on, liberty or tyranny, freedom or the foreign banks that have occupied this country. Listen, there is no gray area on this. There's a lot of gray in this world. There's no gray on this. We have been occupied. We have been taken over by a foreign banking cartel that brags about it. So any of you that serve this system out of cowardice or out of enjoyment, or those of you who think you're on the winning team, you are collaborators. Cease and desist your criminal activities. And those of you that know this is going on and care about freedom and your children's future, you better start doing something. Because if you won't pick up the pen today, you'll never pick up the sword tomorrow. We pick up the pen now, pick up the info war now with our weapon, truth, that will defeat lies, or we will end up having the sword be used on us down the road, and it will force people to use the sword to defend themselves. And the globalists don't care if a bunch of police and military get killed in a civil war. That's their plan. Okay? I've got my finger on the pulse. I've proven I know what I'm talking about. We've backed them off a lot, but it's all coming down right now because these criminals know they're all going to prison if they don't bring in total tyranny right now. They're committed. They're committed 110%. Are you? Or can you even decide what side you're on? That's it. That's it.